Here's a very simple, interesting little game for your preschooler who's learning to read and who enjoys animals, or dogs in particular. I made these little sentences to practice some of her words that she's reading. And it's little story sentences. And what she has to do is she has to put them in order. Now she can make up her own order. But it helps her to kind of get used to putting things in sequence. For example, the dog sees the sun out. Is that a starting point? Let's see. The dog takes a little nap. Maybe not. The dog sleeps in his bed. That sounds like an ending. So we'll put it to the end. And this one could be a beginning because the dog sees the sun out. The sun just came up. It means it's wake-up time. The dog plays out in the park. Maybe somewhere in the middle. What about this one? The dog eats his food. Yes, after he wakes up, he eats his food. Then he can go in, or now he's happy. The dog is happy, he has a full tummy. Then the dog plays out in the park. And the dog flips and flops. Oh, maybe this one comes next. How about, she can do her own order. I'm just making this up here. The dog takes a little nap. Then the dog is happy. Usually after a nap, are your kids happy? Yep. Then the dog plays out in the park and the dog flips and flops. And then the dog sleeps in his bed. Anyway, this is a little story sequencing. Very simple start out with that. And she gets to put her own little story together. So it's not only sequencing, but it's also preparing her for her own story writing. She has to really think it through. And it's good practice with her reading words, and it's heart shapes for our Valentine Day. Anything to do it on hearts turns it into a Valentine's Day game for us.